Okay. So check, microphone check. Testicles 1, 2. Testicles 1, 2. We have audio, we have video. 720p, 60 frames per second. We are okay. Radio. There we go. That rhymed. So, my friends, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good yesterday, good day, and good tomorrow, wherever you may be in the world, or if you're tuning in from another planet. Welcome. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody's sane. Well, I would hope my viewers are sane, but I meant to say safe. So hopefully everybody is sane. I don't know if I'm completely sane, but you know, that's a different story altogether. So my friends, yes, we are back on the farm, as it were. And my friends, we have new mods. Yes, we do. We have new mods, and it's been a rather interesting week. Oh, sorry, weekend, I should say. It's been a very interesting weekend for mods, my friends. Some rather nice pieces of equipment have surfaced in the last 24 to 48 hours. And my friends, we are going to take a look at them. So if you want to come along for the ride, as it were. So I'm going to start off with this. So for those who don't know, Simple IC has been updated in the last couple of days to version 0.9.2.3. File size has been substantially reduced from 63 kilobytes to around 15 kilobytes. Okay. I have a new, I guess a telehandler, something like that. It's, from what I can tell, this is a rebranded and repainted telehandler. We're going to take a look at that one. We have another one, a telehandler here. So this is from Noah Farmer. This is the JCB 53670. We have some interesting mower pack that I want to take a look at. This is the SIP Silvercut 300 and the SIP Silvercut 900. Now, before anybody starts wondering, well, SIP, what's that? We don't have that brand in Farming Simulator. Well, these are actually repainted and rebranded from in-game mods. You know, someone has done a paint job and put new decals on it, so that type of thing. But SIP is a genuine Slovenian brand. There are videos on the YouTube. You know, SIP Slovenia have a YouTube channel. Let me try and speak. Mr. Scorpion DK Gaming. Good evening, sir. How are you? How are things? Okay, we have a couple of John Deere balers we're going to take a look at. I think these could be interesting, my friends. Okay, so we have a John Deere baler here. We're going to take a look at that one. So this is a round baler, and this is a very, very interesting square baler. Okay, there is a lot of options for this square baler. We're going to go through that. Mr. Beast Gaming, you know, Beast Gaming on YouTube, he does reviews. He's already put out a video about this, but we're going to go into a little bit more detail than that. LR Modding has put out the Demco 1250 on his Facebook page. We're going to take a look at that. We have a rear weight for a JCB. Now I will have to get the JCB wheel loader here. So we're going to get. So it's based on this. Okay. So you can only use this rear weight with the JCB 435S, okay? So just be aware of that. So we're going to restart the game here. I should have installed that before I started, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I got another version of the Logitech 90. We're going to take a look at that one. This is by a different modder. This is by Max 1607. So then we have a new, I don't know what we call this thing. Well, I don't know. It's some kind of equipment wheel loader. No, it's not a wheel loader. Excavator. It's some kind of compact excavator thing. It's the Michalak 15 MWR. It's quite a large file size, 105 megabytes. But the real star of the show for me, my friends, is that, yesterday I showed off the Renault Atles 900 RZ. Okay. Alrighty. This one here. Today, not so long ago, within the last couple of hours, a Claas version of the Renault, or the Claas Atles 900 RZ came out. So, I've got a few mods here we're going to take a look at. We're going to go through them, see what's nice, what's not nice. I'm going to start a new farmer. We're going to go onto God's country, because why not? So I'm going to get rid of a few mods here just to kind of start things off. So we're going to take out some things. So give me a second here while I go through this stuff. I need to select and deselect some things. Dirt, simple IC, toolbox, Icon. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that. We can keep on that maybe. Renault Atlas, player speed, money tool, lint track, converment. We're going to keep the converment. You know what? Let's get rid of the converment. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of the John Deere. Get rid of that as well. Keep that. God's country. Follow me. Easy development. Going to keep that. Going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We don't need the Borgold pack either. We can get rid of the AgroLiner maybe. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. Now this shouldn't take long because God's country is fairly easy on the old CPU and GPU, you know. So yeah, we have some new mods. I think they're quite interesting. I want to take a look at them myself and see what's what and what I like and what I don't like. First things first, we're going to sell some equipment, I guess. Hold on a second. What should we get rid of here? Is that a direct drill? What size is that? 6 meters? That's too small for my taste. Get rid of that. What is that? 14.8. We'll keep on to that one. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of the doghouse, I think. We don't need that. We are going to keep pretty much everything else here. Alrighty then. Get rid of the Akotrans as well, I think. So we'll keep this stuff here. Okay. So yeah, this is God's country here. Okay, I'm a new farmer. So this is kind of what you start off with. Alrighty. That's the Lely. So I think that should be sufficient to start the proceedings off, as it were. Okay. Now we're going to need some money. So that should be plenty of money. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to buy the damn map. Because, you know, we don't want to be messing about with things. So something like that should be enough, I think. See, what else can we actually buy here? Let's get all this crap here. So, have you seen any of these mods, Mr. DK? Is there anything there that piqued your interest or anything? Okay, that should be enough, I think. You know, just to get the ball rolling, as it were. We're going to have to change some settings here. Normal, traffic on, dirt, normal, off, default, off, 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 plant growth fast, plant withering off, crop destruction off, periodic planning on, off, dollar miles acres, volume master 20, save the game. Okay, B. Okay, where the hell am I? So give it time. So there will be some spluttering and stuttering as the textures load in, as you can see here. Takes a little bit of time for the the game data to load in. So we're just going to do that. Okay. Right. Let's take a look at this. I don't know. Have I had this before? I'm not sure if I've had this before. So this is the Michalak. Okay, this is I guess this is a compact. I don't know what it is really. A compact excavator, I suppose. 200 liters of diesel, 60 liters of DEF, 18 mph. That's fairly fast. I wonder if it's actually DEF enabled though. That'll be interesting. So we get a gyro spear. So we can change the lights on the top here, the beacons. So you get a few options there. I think that could be an LED. That looks like an LED. I'm just going to get that one there just to be... that looks like a light bar LED. So then we can change the colors here. I guess that's a white, a grey, yellow. So we get, yeah, 3 colors here. White, grey, yellow. Okay. We could change the wheel options here as well. Yellow, white, grey, and black. Okay. Wheel setup. We get standards. I suppose kind of twin wheelie thingies. Just 2 options there. So one is bigger than the other. I wonder, are they 3D wheels? It's hard to say. What do we think? Are those 3D wheels? I'm actually going to buy that. So we can, change the options on this thing. So these are the various buckets that you get with it. So I guess you can get it without the little blade thingies there on the front. This is another option here. With or without the blade yokes. We'll get it without, just for something different. There's another option here, so with or without the blade thingies. This is another bucket. No options in that. We get a front pallet. We'll check that one out. We get some kind of a scoopy thing. 3,500 liters. Okay. So that's 3,500 liters. This holds all the crops. You can see there. 2,000, 1,500, 1,200 liters, 900, 600. So, it goes up in scale. And this is it. This is the mod here. So when I bought all that stuff, it was, I don't know, 125,000. Do we think these are 3D tracks or not, my friends? Do we think they're 3D tracks? I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to say. Mr. Big Daddy. Unfortunately, my friend, there are no pink options for this this little machine here. Very sorry to disappoint you, my friend, but you know, maybe if I drop you a plane ticket, and you can fly over to my farm here, and I'll give you a bucket of paint and a brush, and you can go at it. You know, paint away to your heart's content. Pink, fuchsia, purple, unicorn colors. I don't mind. So you know what? Just looking, you know, just my, you know, kind of basic visual inspection on the outside. It looks really, really high quality. I have to say, it looks very high quality. The decaling is very nice. It is definitely FS19 standard. You can see that. I like the design of it. It's a compact machine. I don't know if that blade on the front there works. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Even the implements look very, very nice. Very, very nice. The actual in-store images don't do them justice. They're actually very, very nice. Oh, you can pick that up. Interesting. Can you pick this one up? You can. Can you pick this one up? You can. Can you pick this one up? You cannot. Okay. Oh, we have some dynamic hoses on the back here. This looks rather interesting, my friends. Rather interesting. This is a... oh, look at that. Okay, now watch that again. So I want to get in here. See, oh, look at that. So the other thing, console thing moves as well. Look at that. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I wonder if this is... oh, it does have IC control, my friends. It has IC. Holy shit. Woohoo. Oh, it does. Holy buckets, it has IC. Now, I'm getting some frame rate drops here. I may have to wait for the textures to load in. Oh, look at the... oh, look at that. I don't know if we saw that, the way the... I don't know if you saw the way that happened. Can I not hit the IC from the outside? Son of a bitch. I'll try and get that for you guys again. Where is the IC in this thing? Okay, let me see. Can I hit that there? See the way the doors are going? Look at that. And then it actually kind of moves in. See that? That's awesome. Okay, I'll demonstrate that again. So it moves out and then it goes to the side. This is beautiful. Okay, so that's that. Anything on top here? So we have something here. Oh, we can turn on the little display there. Activate start engine. Deactivate point. Deactivate trigger. Lame. Lame. I assume that should be lane. Okay, I'm not quite sure what this stuff does. So that's going to take me a little time to figure that one out. So is there anything else in here that I should be aware of? So he's got a very old mobile phone. It's probably a walkie-talkie, actually. So he's got some kind of magazine in there. Anything on the back? I hate this mouse. I wish there was a way I could move around with the IC thing. Holy buckets, look at this. So, the guy inside is, oh, he's doing everything correctly. Oh, shit, Julian is live. Holy crap. Come on, Julian. Oh, shite. No, Julian usually streams for hours and hours and hours on end. So, you know, not trying to be dick or anything, but, you know, I'm not going to end the stream, Julian. Sorry about that, my friend. I've got things to look at here. What do I think? So this guide here is everything is fine. You know, the pedals work. He's positioned correctly. You can select the camera view. There's your horn. There's your LEDs. So see the LEDs there? It's the LED option there. The exhaust thingy is working fine. So there's a lot of options on this thing. Holy crap, there's a lot of options on this thing. Okay, so it's going to take me a while to figure this stuff out because there's a lot there. This thing is multi-jointed. You see that? You could even move them from side to side. You don't often see that. Yeah, you can move from side to side as well. That is very, very nice. Up and down. Full 360, obviously. Stabilizers, so you can put the stabilizers up and down. Okay, very handy. Rotate crane, lift arm up and down. Steering mode. Oh, we have steering modes. We do. So we have crab steering. So we have crab steering left, crab steering right, all wheel, front wheel steering, steering mode, back wheel. So yeah, it's got a number of different options here in terms of, you know, crab steering and stuff, as you can see there. So that is very nice. So lift crane arm 2. Extend crane arm, crane arm 2. So we have rotate left and right, up and down. Oh, we can put the thing on the back here. Okay, so that can go up and down, as you can see there. So yeah, there are multiple options here, my friends. Okay, you get the idea. You could be correct, Big Daddy. So there you go. There's the thingy there. There's the horn. We'll check out the basic functions. Okay. So we have the LEDs there. Very nice, actually. Reflects on the back. At the bottom as well. Okay. So blinky left and blinky right. Check it out here. Blinky. And the other blinky. Lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 stages. First stage, which would be, I don't know. Second stage, third stage, and fourth stage. First stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage. Okay. First, second, third, fourth. So surprisingly, there's no lights on the back. But then again, I suppose that's not unusual. The mirror on the outside works. The mirror on the inside works. So the mirrors work fine. Now, without testing this a whole bunch, I think this is super high end. I think this is super duper high quality stuff. I mean, you could just tell by looking at the damn thing, you know. So no, I need to change the wheel mode here. This is very, very nice quality stuff. Now it's probably a little bit counterintuitive, but that is actually the front of it here. So yeah, it's supposed to go like that, you know. So that's like the front driving and stuff. But you know, maybe put a I don't know if you can put a rear weight in this thing. Probably not. So as you can see there, she's a little bit you know, she's a little bit slippy. Let's get some material and put it on the ground, shall we? Tip the ground. We'll say 1,000. I put it right underneath me. Okay. So even there you can see all the, you know, the various hosing and stuff like that, you know? See all that? Now, let's see, can we figure out this bucket stuff here? The holy bucket, as it were. There you go. You get the idea, my friends, you get the idea. So it does work, as you can see. So make that right there. Should I make a screen capture of that? I don't even know how to make a screen capture on this bloody thing. Does anyone know how to do it on OBS? I don't know. Holy crap. Anyways, you sirs, you get the idea with this thing. You get the idea. I'm giving it 5 gold stars. It's super duper high quality. It's high end. It's beautiful quality. You know, it looks like it's been built from scratch to FS19 standards. I have zero problem recommending this to people out there. This is all, you know, very, very nice. Very, very nice stuff. Now there's probably a bunch of things that I probably missed on this thing, but you know, would you have something like this on your farm? You know, in day-to-day operations, I would assume this is more of a kind of a mining and construction type thing, you know. But you know, there may be reasons why you would want it on your farm. You know, I'm sure there could be, you know, reasons why you'd have it there. I just want to see, did I miss any other IC controls here? So there's a couple of IC controls there that I don't quite understand. So activate trigger lane. I assume that's lane. And activate punt. So there's a couple of, probably a little bit of a spelling error there. So maybe that's a translation thing as well. But yeah, this is a very, very nice, high quality mod. Very nice. So I'm going to give you guys a link to download all of these mods. Okay. So this is a new thing that I'm trying out. So it's just, easier for people, So the mods that I'm showing off, you have a one-stop shop to find all of the various mods that I'm using here, you know. So people don't have to, be faffing about. So there you go. So anything I show you today will be in that link. If you click on that link, you will be able to find everything. Okay. So if you remember, I had a Lintrack 90, and there was a problem with the particular mod. There was it didn't work with workers, you know. So even though it was a very very nice mod and options, I had to reject it because it just wasn't working the way it should be. This is a different mod by a different modder, and no, we will not be partaking in anything pink today, Mr. BD. Sorry to disappoint you, my friend, but pink is now officially banned from this here channel forevermore. We shall not be having anything pink in nature on this channel. So let's take a look at this one and see what the guy has done with this thing and what options you get with this. So this particular model here is a 102 horsepower, 24 mph, 85 liters. It is not def enabled. Boo, I don't like that. I do like my def enabled mods. So we get Trelleborg and Nokian. Very limited wheel setup there. That's disappointing. Certainly not as extensive as the other mod that I showed off. So standard wheel weights, wides, plus weights, twin wheels with a narrow twin on the outside, and full twins on the front. That's an interesting configuration there. I don't think I've seen quite that configuration before. Interesting. So we have a missing script here. Missing configuration. Front twin. Oh, that's interesting. Front twins and nothing behind. And then back to standard. So there's some kind of missing configuration there. Which means there's some kind of XML edit in that thing. I'm not happy with that. You certainly don't want anything with a, potentially game breaking, as it were. Do you like that, Big Daddy? Do you like that? How do you feel about that, Big Daddy? Does that turn you on right there? Oh yeah, isn't that sexy? Look at that. What else do you want with it? Do you want white and purple? We'll give you white and purple. There you go. That's for you, Big Daddy. So we're getting some beacon lights, and we can change them around. Different shaped lights there, as you can see. We'll go with that one there. So we get engine setup, we get the 90, we get the 90 chipped. So just two options. So 102 horsepower base and then 122 horsepower. We get a front detactor, which I assume is a stole. Oh, front detactor. No, yes, and then an alloy. So we're going to go with the stole. But you do get an alloy configuration as well. And that's it. I don't know if there's anything else that comes with this thing. Oh, we'll be taking a look at that later. Holy buckets, that thing looks interesting. Do we get anything else with this thing? Right to you. So there's our purple tractor. So what has it done? Well, right at the back, right off the bat, he's put a license plate on the back here. He's obviously added the light here. That isn't in the base model, as you can see. So the base model does have a front loader attacher. Okay, but you're getting an extra option. So a Trelleborg and Nokian. So we're pretty much, you're getting some more kind of wheel options than the base version, but you get the idea. You get the idea. So he's... Let's take a look at that one there. Let's see that. Oh, it is there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So shall we take a look at the engine sounds as well to make sure everything is hunky-dory? No. I think we have different engine sounds here. Let me just check that out. So you can kind of compare them side by side. You can see, they've added the beacon light, they've added the little license plate. I don't think they've done anything too dramatic or radical with this thing. Other than that, you obviously have the different console here. So here's the base version. Yeah, he's changed the engine. Change the engine sound. 26 mph. Same speed. So yeah, he's changed the engine sounds and the startup sound. So he hasn't changed that. There should be no difference whatsoever in this thing in terms of the lighting options and everything else. It should be absolutely identical to, the base game version. No difference whatsoever. So once again, you get the idea here. Now, I would be concerned about the fact that there is clearly some kind of a missing script option, in the configuration. So that is going to throw up some errors. I mean, it could be a very minor thing. It might not affect your game or your game save, but you really don't want to have mods with errors if you can avoid it. So it could be a very minor thing. I'm not entirely sure how to bring up the log on this thing, but I'm sure there is an option for it. So, yeah, some minor little additions, tweaks. Certainly not as extensive as the FBM version, but not bad. We're going to have to check it out with workers though to make sure that it actually does work with workers. So the next mob we're going to look at here is a baler. Okay, we're going to take a look at a small baler. We're going to take a look at this. So my assumption would be that this mod here, my friends, is a rebranded and repainted baler in the John Deere branding and style. So this is a John Deere V461M, 4,000 liters, standard, 70 horsepower required, 12 mph working speed. You get a wheel configuration here, so we get standards and wides. pretty much it. Take a look at the back there. So shall we go for the wide tires, my friends? Okay. So it's 49,500. We'll take a look at the mod here. What's going on, Big Daddy? Is can you not download from WeTransfer? Is that a thing? Can you not download from it? Well, let me try it here. Hold on a second. What's going on there? Well, it's downloading fine for me. I mean, there's 15 files there. You can download the whole thing as a zip file as well. Yeah, you can download the entire thing as a zip file. Don't know what's going on there, Big Daddy. That should work for people. Now, obviously, there's a free version of, WeTransfer, a free and a premium version. So we'll take a look at this baler. We do have dynamic hoses. I wonder what this is based on. Does anyone know what this could be based on? Shouldn't there be a baler like this in game somewhere? Come on, there has to be, right? I mean, it's not that one, is it? No, I don't think that. Is that it? Can't be that one. No. So, it's based on some baler somewhere. I don't know exactly what it's based on. How do you mean define free to use but to define operate? Are you able to download the zip files that I put up there? That's high quality. That is very high quality there, my friends. Let's see, can I get, oh, look at that. That is fantastic. Shit, this is nice. This is nice. This is high quality. They're very high quality. I like that. I like that a lot. Very, very nice. So obviously the proof is in the pudding, as it were. I want to see there's this thing here, worker. Jeez, it's big. It's bigger than the bloody tractor. Holy shit, look at that. Jeez. Ooh. Didn't quite like that. You see the way the I think this tractor might be too small for this. Unless you could raise up the ball hitch or something on that. I don't know. Let me get something a little bit larger here. Should we got the 6M? We can go for the 6M. I've got the 6M here. So that's 243. Let's get the okay, that's all right, Big Daddy. I'm not very versed in transfer or anything. It was just the freest and easiest option. No, see the way that it behaved differently there. Look at that. So I think maybe the Lintrack is probably just too small for this. I mean, it'll work with it, but it's just I prefer to have a larger tractor with it. So it hooks up everything. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's properly connected. PTO, wiring. So this is probably a really good combo. So, I mean, this is overkill for this. Way overkill. So this is the, you know, the 6M, the modified 6M. Blowy or Blowy, whatever the hell he's called. Da, 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 da. So let's stick that there. Okay, so we're going to go 100%, plowing stay on. Grass 4. So we'll check the field there. Okay, shite. Right, okay. So we'll just leave that there for a second. Mowers. Let's look at the mowers. Okay. I want to show you something here. Now, as I said, I believe this is a rebranded and repainted mower setup here, but I do like the look of them. Okay. So we have SIP. So SIP or SIP is a Slovenian brand, real world. But someone has the mowers here. They've repainted and rebranded, I believe. They've repainted probably the Lely mowers. I think these are based on the Lely's. That would be my guesstimate that these are based on the Lely's. So you can see what they've done here. Okay. So we have the SIP logo here. It looks very nice, just in my initial impression. I mean, it looks very, very nice. What do you think? All right, sir. Thank you very much. Best wishes to Princess Plushie. We shall continue on. You can always watch the video later on. You know, YouTube will put up the video, and we'll be get the full overview of these mods here. So this is the other mower here. So you need 70 horsepower for the front one and 140 for the back one. So that would be 210 horsepower. So I guess maybe, I wonder, could we go for the small version? So that's 137 horsepower. That's probably too small there. So that's the medium one. So that gets to 164. We're going to need more than that. Let's go wide tires plus plates with fender. So we can go for the 250 there. At least that. We can go for the weights here as well. Could need probably 1,000 kilograms or something. I think the 1100 may be sufficient here. That's probably the closest color I can get it in terms of oranges. So this is the Renault Atles. Okay, so I showed this off yesterday. Okay. No, I'm an idiot. See, I shouldn't have done that. Right, we're going to do some mowing here. So we're going to... Hey, Nathaniel, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate it. So yeah, these are the SIP mowers here. I believe, it's my assumption, I think these are based on the Lely mowers. Don't quote me on that, but I think they are. But the the paint job and everything is very, very nice. You know, so someone has rebranded and repainted these, but it looks very, very nice quality. No, unfortunately, I don't have the Lely mowers installed to compare them. So all I've got is just a base, the Pottingers. They're definitely not. I don't believe they're these. They're definitely not. They're based on I don't know, something else. Maybe even the Claas mowers, for all I know. They could be based on the Claas ones as well. That's possible. So that's interesting. You have warning markers on both sides here. It doesn't appear to be a PTO that you can connect, both sides, the 3 front mowers together. It doesn't appear like that. So what do you think, Nathaniel? Do you think these are based on the Claas mowers, or do you think they're based on the Lely's? Or are these an original design? Has someone created these from scratch? I don't know. What do you think? Right, let me see, can I get a little bit of a better angle here? So that should be sufficient horsepower for this thing. Okay, let's see what he does. Now, what I didn't try out there is, I never tried out if there's a swathing option on this thing. So let me just see if there's a swathing option here. There isn't. Okay. I like the mower sounds. Very nice mower sounds. So we're going to check out the wind roars. So I'm going to show you this. Now, I'm not going to show this off, but I have this. Okay, this is a Claas wind roar. Okay. Maybe I'll save that for something else. Maybe let me get this one. Yeah, let's get this one. This is 75. That'll be absolutely fine. Oh, this weight is very big for this tractor. Oh, that is way too big. That is way too big. Let's get rid of that one as well. We're gonna have to get something much smaller for that little Lintrack. The 650 should be fine. I'm going with white. Yeah, that should be much better. There we go. That's more appropriately sized. It's a very small tractor, this Lintrack. Very small. So we need to test it out with the worker. Make sure it's working okay. This particular mod. So we'll see what happens here. And then this will allow me to windrow, or not windrow, bale. Using this John Deere here, the modified baler. Okay. So we can unfold baler, lower the pickup, the usual. And this should work as per, normal. Unload the baler, blah blah blah. The thing comes down as well, I like that. So I would like to know what this particular baler is based on. I'm sure that it's based on some other model. It's just been, rebranded and repainted. So we can test out the lights here in this thing. So the blinky blinkies do work, as you can see. Obviously you can't hire a worker with baling, but you kind of get the idea there. It does appear to be working though. That's the main thing. That there. Let's try to do that again. Okay. Let's get the last of this here. So we'll make one more bale here. I think we'll do a little bit of hay work as well. A little bit of grass and hay. Get a little bit of this stuff here. So this particular piece of equipment seems to work absolutely fine. Just from my initial testing, I don't have a problem with it. The unloading animation there is a little bit iffy when it kind of unloads, but it's not horrible or anything. It essentially, it works. It works as advertised, works as it should be. It is very high quality. I'm absolutely positive this is based on something else. Probably a coon baler, or I don't know, a Lely baler or something like that. It's based on something else, but very, very nice, very high quality. It's getting 5 gold stars from me, so I'm happy to recommend it. No problem. Very nice. I'm going to keep that one actually, believe it or not. I am going to keep that one. Got a little tedder here, a little Claas tedder. Gonna let that guy do his job there. He's catching up very, very quickly. Garage owned. We're going to get rid of those. hold on to these here. So yeah, we'll get the next little piece of kit here. Just want to do a little bit of tedding here, just to check out something else. So this is also in the zip file. This is a Claas tether, very small tether. I don't think it's very big, but it's not bad. Unfortunately, there's very little out there in terms of tethers for tethers and mowers for Claas. There's very little, very little, and these are actually converted from FS19. But you know, it does work, and it works with a worker as well, as you can see. It does work. So if you're on a small farm or you're running a small Claas farm, you know, your options are limited, but this most certainly could be a nice option for you. You know, in terms of a Claas tether, works absolutely fine. You know, I've tested this a lot before. So these mowers work absolutely fine as well, as you can see. No problems with them. I will have to try and find out what they're based on. My guess and assumption would be that they're based on either the Lely or the Claas mowers, one or the other, I think. At least I think. But once again, I'm very happy to recommend these because, you know, even if they are just repainted and rebranded, the work is very high quality. You know, they look the part. So I have no problem giving these 5 gold stars as well. And I'm gonna keep these ones as well. So you kind of get the idea there, you know. That does work absolutely fine. This particular mod also works fine because it works with the worker, so it's fine. I'd still prefer not to use it though, because it does have some kind of a missing script in it. That's the lin track. But yeah, other than that, it's, you know, I'm sure the missing script isn't a big deal or anything. But I personally, I'd rather not use something that I know is a you know, has an issue. So there you go. So that's the little lin track here. So I would give this particular mod 4 out of 5. As I said, it does have a bit of a missing configuration error, but other than that, it works fine. It works absolutely fine. So we can now get rid of that. Get rid of this, and we can get rid of this. And I suppose we can now get something else here. We can give this. So once again, I've showed this off previously. This is converted from FS19. This is the Claas Liner 4000 Windrower, 12.5 meters, 12 mph, 90 horsepower. You can have a few configuration options here for the wheels. I've tested this out before. It works absolutely fine. So that's that. But we are going to show you this, my friends. We are going to show you this. Where is that bloody truck? Here we go. We are going to show you this. Now, I hope this is based on the same mod and modder. So we have a Claas Atles 900 or Z. Okay. Now, this should be based on the same vehicle as the Renault Atlas. And it should be by the same modder as well, hopefully. So we'll get you through the options first. You can change some options to rim colors, white and grey. So these are actually kind of the class colors. Okay. So we have a base horsepower of 226 horsepower, 455 litres of diesel, 89 litres of DEF, and 24 mph. Wheel options, we have Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, three brand options here. You can see the various threads there. The Mitas being the widest, which is nothing unusual. The Mitas usually are. So we'll go for Trelleborg, we'll see what's there. So Trelleborg standards, wheel weights, wides plus weights, rear twins, full twins all round, narrow tires, rear narrows, twins rear narrows, as you can see, twins, narrow twins all round, and then back to standard. Okay, so there's nothing massively unusual in those configurations. So Michelin, we get standard, wheel weights, rear twins, twins all round, wide tires, wides plus weights, rear twin wheels, Michelin rim S2, wheel weights, Michelin big tires, plus weights, and then back to standard. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 options. So that's pretty much the same as the other one. The LR modding, is that the Demco? Nathaniel, the Demco? Is that what the Demco 1250? Is that what you're asking about? Because I have that installed. We will be taking a look at that. So yeah, we do have the Demco. My test, we get standard, wheel weights, wide tires plus weights, and then back to standard. So for the purposes of this, we're going to go with Michelin. And we're going to go with that because I like the weights. The weights look different, you know, they're colored. I like that. And then I guess the only other thing is the, let's go with that one. So fender without fender, chrome exhaust. So these options are the same as the Atlas, pretty much. I'm not seeing any options here that are not the same as the Atlas. They're all identical to the Atlas. Michelin Man, yeah, they're all identical. Air trumpets, we're not going to get that one. So even the engine setup, oh, well, that's different. Okay, so that's the new option there. So this is different from the Renault Atlas. So the Renault Atlas, you got 2 engine horsepower versions. You had a 226, you had a 250, okay, and this one is giving you a 275. So that's new. So the Atlas 226RZ, 236RZ, and the 246RZ, which is 275. So that's another 25 horsepower on the Renault Atlas there. But all of the other options that I saw are identical to the Atlas. I can even show you that. So the description here is a little bit different. So it's showing the Atlas 925 RC, so that's from 2000 2002. So 250 to 200, 226 to 250 horsepower. Once again, all of the options on this model is identical to the Claas, so they are just essentially the same model. But you know, one has a little bit more than the other in terms of horsepower. So in terms of Michelin, you know, that's kind of what you got with that one. So the wheel configurations are slightly different. So I can even demonstrate that for you. Let me show you that one. Okay, let me get that one. So there's the chrome exhaust there. The GPS, the Michelin Man, the air trumpets. Now one is slightly bigger than the other, obviously, because tire sizes. I don't know quite why I have that one. So we'll take a look at these. Yeah. Oh, so Claas. Oh, right. Okay. So that makes perfect sense. So yeah, this is essentially the same thing. Okay, probably by the exact same model. Even the license. Actually, you know what? The license plate is different on the back. Interesting. So this says AB334AC, and this says AB3. No, it is different. AB334AC. AB433CB. So it is different. The license plate is different. Interesting. That's interesting. So you can see the kind of the wheel weights there, that wheel weight option there. What's it called? Axio Bib 2. That's an Axio Bib 2. So there's a wheel weight inside in this thing, but it is different to that one. You see that one? So once again, this looks absolutely, and it should be absolutely identical to the Renault. Should be no different whatsoever. Same engine sound. Should be absolutely identical. So once again, you get you can put the hitch up and down here. It's the thing I discovered when I was reviewing the Atlas, Renault Atlas tomorrow, or yesterday I should say, sorry. So now the file size for this class here is actually a little bit bigger. It's like 6 megabytes bigger or something. I don't quite know why that is, but you know, it's not a big deal or anything, but just to be aware of it, that it is slightly larger file size. Everything should be, you know, identical. There should be nothing, you know, different here whatsoever. Oh, yeah. It's going to take a little bit for the textures to load in here. No, I need to control group. Control group. How do I change the control group again? Okay, so I need to figure out how to change that control group again. So we have the lights, the blinkies on the back. No difference whatsoever to the, the Renault. They should be absolutely identical. Okay, so now there's a way to change the control group in this thing. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Oh shit! Turn off! God damn it! I want to get a copyright strike. Control group. How did I change that bloody thing? Mr. Six Wheelan, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. We are checking out, as you can see here, the Renault that I reviewed yesterday. Well, today we got the Claas version of it, so we're checking that out here, as you can see. I've got the old Claas liner here as well, to keep it all class and classy. Where is the Claas weights? Oh shit, I don't have the Claas installed, do I? No, I don't. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Let me get that there. There we go. Let's get that there. Let's keep it all class here. The thing is acting a bit weird. See that? Why is that looking like that? Why is that hopping up and down like that? It's fine now. Okay, how do I change the bloody control group in this thing? No. Okay, so there was a way to do it, and I just can't remember the damn thing. Son of a bitch. Does anyone know how to change the control group in this thing? I did it and now I can't. So it says control group attacher. You can change the control group in this thing, but I can't remember how to do it. Son of a bitch. How do I do it? No, no. Jesus. Control group. Okay, so I'm not sure about that. Shit. So yeah, this is the Claas here. So the Claas Atles. Give me a second here, guys. I'm just trying to remember how to do things. My brain has gone a bit stupid today. I'm forgetting bloody everything. I'm an idiot. That's how you do the control group. What a muppet. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is what I was trying to show you here. So you see there, you can open the little side window there, or you can open the back window. See that? It just took me, my brain is a little bit slow today, so I wasn't quite able to remember how to do it, but you could see it there. You can do the same thing on the window here, or the door here at the side. Okay, that's that. There we go. I've been pressing every bloody every button. It's like I've completely forgotten how to play the bloody game or something. I don't know. It's old age, you know. It's old age, my friends. Once you hit that 50 mark, you know, your brain starts to go a bit soft, you know. It's gonna come to us all, my friends. So yeah, that's the Claas Atles. Works with a worker, as you can see. Absolutely fine. Beautiful mod. No problem recommending this. You know, it's the same as the Renault, except it's Claas. It's not liking that. Why is it doing that? That's not correct, is it? I don't think it should have done that. Why did it do that? It's got absolutely mental. Oh, Houston, we have a problem there. That has gone completely bonkers. Holy crap. He's not supposed to do that. See what he did there? He went just absolutely mental. Holy crap. I don't know. That could be a headland thing. You know, doesn't necessarily mean that it's broken with workers or anything. It could just be a headland thing. As I said, this is a 3-point, so it's not a hitch connection. It's a 3-point connection here. I would imagine it's probably because of the headlands. You know, it needs more space to operate. But yeah, everything, the basic functions of this thing work. It's a lovely mod, lovely tractor. It is a genuine thing, as Nathaniel said. Claas did buy Renault tractors, you know, so it is a genuine piece of kit, you know. So yeah, we have a nice new kind of Claas piece of equipment here to work with. I'm very happy to keep this in my I'm very happy to keep this in my mod folder and actually use it. But, you know, as I said, it does work with workers, as you can see, but, you know, you're going to have to put some headlands on this thing. Very, very nice mod. So I guess the next part then is we're going to take a look at the big bad boy John Deere baler that came out today. From Modding Welt. That thing is a beast. That's going to be very interesting. You're going to like the look of this thing. Holy crap! I saw some of the options on that thing, and wow, you know, that is a rather unique piece of equipment. That mod. We'll take a look at it soon enough, and we'll find out yourselves. So we'll just windrow this little section here, and then we'll move on to something else. So you know, how many gold stars am I giving this one? Well, another 5. Very, very nice. Don't have a problem recommending the Claas Atles here. Very, very nice. Very nice. High quality stuff. Lots of options. The fact that you can, you know, juice it up a little bit higher on the horsepower as well. You know, I like that. I prefer, you see the store picture here? I don't like the store picture, so I don't know. It needs a better store picture like this one. See the store picture there? That definitely needs to be higher price as well. So this is 125,000. This is 137. As I said, you can base is 226, 250, and now you get a brand new 275 horsepower rating. So yeah, very, very nice. And yeah, it is def enabled as well. So let's move on, shall we? Okay, let's move on. We're going to take a look at the other baler. If I can find the bloody thing. Oh, it's in its own category. Okay. So this is a square baler. So this thing is very interesting. So this is by Modding Welt. Now, I'm not sure what this is based on, the actual model itself. Once again, I assume that it's rebranded and repainted and maybe had a few things added to it. So the John Deere L1534 edition, 155,000, 160 horsepower. It has a working capacity of 10,000. I'll explain that once we get into the options. The actual width of the pickup head, you know, the head on the, you know, is 2.4 meters, 12 mph. Does your usual straw hay grass. Okay. So as you can see there, my friends, this thing has an absolute shit ton of options. Huge amount of options. Color options. Just options for days. So we're going to go for some extreme colors here so you can see what we're talking about, okay? So there's the pickup color. The cover color here, we'll go for something. So you get the idea here. Cover color, the arm color. So you can see that there, the main color. So you get the idea here, and then you have the rim color as well. So this is one of the most configurable pieces of equipment I personally have seen. You can just see how much you can, you know, how much of this thing you can actually configure here. So, and is there one more in this thing? Design color. I just want to check that out in the back. Ah, yes. So there's the design color there. So that changes the back here. And a little bit at the top as well. So you can see that. So you get the idea there. It does have dynamic hoses, as you can see. So it's very, very, you know, highly configurable. We're going to keep it at the base John Deere because, you know, that's what I think most people want to see that one. So the options. Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT. Okay, so 3 brands. So we get standards, wides, and they are very wide, as you can see. Standard and wides, okay. Trelleborg, Michelin, we get standard and wides, very wide as well. BKT, we get standards, BKT 630s and 693s. So it looks like they're just a thread difference here. So I'm going to go up the... I'm going to go with the BKT 30s, 630s. So designs, we can put that on there. Preserve tank. I don't know what that means. Preserve tank. I wonder what that is. Does anyone know what that might be? Does that mean that you could maybe refuel from this thing? So maybe it's a fuel tank that you can actually fill up from? I don't know. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? If there was a fuel tank on this thing. Maybe it's for molasses. Maybe. It's possible this is for molasses. So you can change the branding on this thing. It's from John Deere to a different John Deere brand. Okay. So we get 3 different versions there of the John Deere. Then we get a case brand. New Holland. A different colored New Holland. 3 New Hollands. 4. So there's a lot of options here. So you only get 1 case labeling. And then you would probably go for the main color would be, I don't know. No, that wouldn't be it. You know, it would be one of the Case IH colors. You know, I don't know which one is which here. Yeah, it would be something like that. You get the idea. You know, you get the idea there. So we'll go with we'll get the preserve tank. We'll stick with the John Deere. We get some options here for beacons. So you can go left, right, or both. Okay. Now this is the interesting option here. And we'll explain this as we go along. So the standard in-game capacity is 4,000 liters. You can change the capacity of this to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10,000 liters. So what does that mean? Well, I can show you off here what that means. So we'll just check out here and see how she hooks up. Absolutely fine. Everything as it should be. So here's the baler. Check the logos here. Not bad. You know, that's not bad. You know, that's fairly high quality. Don't have a problem with that. The model itself looks very, very nice. We do have a, you know, a license plate on this thing. So here's the tank here. There are additional lights on this thing as well, I believe. As you can see, there's some rear lights here and there's a light here. So I'm not entirely sure what it means for this tank thingy. I wish I knew what that tank at the back was. For acid. So would it be like for urea or for molasses and stuff, depending on what you do for it? Can you fill it though? Can you actually fill this thing? I wonder. So unfold it. We have the chains there as well. Lower the pickup. Turn on the beacons. Go check out the lights here. Check out the flashies. So both the flashies work. That's the left one. That's the right one. So everything works. Check out the lights here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's a lot of lights in this thing. So we've got 3 lights in this thing here. 2 at the back, 1 at the front. So the entire thing is lit up. You can change some options on this thing. Now you should be able to. Now, how do you toggle the working? So there should be an option here to change the capacity of this thing. No, I just have to find the damn thing. So I guess first we'll do turn it on first. Well, we've already gone past the 4,000 liter part, so we're at 10,000. So you can see there. Look how quickly this thing fills up. Jesus, this is fast. Holy shit! Look at this. That is a that is an absolute beast. Look how quickly it fills up and chews through the material. Look at this. Lord have mercy. So these are 10,000 litre bales, as you can see. They're standard bale sizes, but you know the actual capacity of them is 10,000. This is kind of it's a little bit of a game changer here, my friends. I think. You know, this is going to make if you're doing very large fields and you're baling a lot of grass. You know, it's gonna change things for people. You know, it's going to make things much more efficient because you have less bales to pick up. And you know, it all works. So the pickup head in this thing is huge as well. It's 2.4 meters. So already we've spat out 30,000 liters of hay here. Now I'll pick them up and stuff, and I'll show you, you know. So we can confirm that they are, you know, 10,000 liter bales. So yeah, this is a bit of a game changer right here. So it's changed the grass now. See, we're going well past 4,000 liters, 6,000. So let's see what else is any other grass in the field here. So this is a very, very nice. Yeah, it should 6. I want to test that. You know, will autoloaders pick it up? Now I don't have a have an autoloader trailer installed, but you know I can use some of the in-game equipment to see will it pick them up. When the actual bales themselves are standard size bales. As you can see here, they're standard, and you can see there. So it shows you the fill type as well. See that? 10,000 liters grass. Is that interesting? So I don't know what we have here. We need something baling technology, obviously. We could wrap. Let's see, can we wrap it? That would be interesting. We can try wrapping it. We have the bale collector here. Get that one. We have the Anderson DLC here. I don't think we're going to need that. Mr. Scorpion, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in again. Appreciate it. Let's wrap. Let's see what happens when we wrap. So this one here is the base game wrapper, as it were. Now, does it wrap hay or grass? I can't remember. Does it only wrap here? Maybe it won't be supported. So that's hay, that's not supported. Okay. I mean, that's not unusual. Grass should be supported. Let's see if it's supported here, this bale. It is. Interesting. So it is supported. We can check out. Can we pick them up? Yeah, we can get some, you know, spike and bale forks. And, well, it's wrapping. Let's get the Anderson one. Let's check out the Anderson one. See how that reacts. Is that a round one? Do we not have another one? Have this thing. Try that one. I've never used this one before. Yeah, I just cheated in a little bit of cash here. A little bit, you know, not too much. Let's check out. I've never used this before, to be absolutely honest with you. Never used this thing. This will be interesting. So again, this is the Anderson DLC thingy. Don't know how this works. How does it work? Oh, oh, right, okay. I think I'm slightly confused there. What am I missing here? How is this thing supposed to work? Do you have to put them in there or something? I don't know. I'm missing something here, aren't I? It's a brown bale wrapper. I'm missing something there. Let's see, can we pick the stuff up with this thing? So we're gonna need that, and we're going to need that, and we'll get the bale spike as well, just in case. So we'll test both of them out here and see what works and what doesn't. I did just drive properly, that is, you know. What? No bloody... What the hell? Do I not have I have no front loader attachments. Jeez, what an idiot. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of some stuff, so. Let's clean the place out here. Let's get rid of some stuff. There's way too much crap here. Okay, so let's try this again. Did we not get a front loader attachment on this thing? There is, and I just didn't enable it for some reason. There we go. Oh, you have to enter it. Do you drive up to the bales or something? Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Oh shit. Bloody well. I got rid of everything. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's check out and see, can I lift the bloody bales here? The thingy. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's 10,000 litres, you see that? Yeah, that's 10,000 litres there. So that was a pallet fork. Let's get the bale spike. See what happens with that one. She's struggling a little bit there. The engine is revving up big time. So just in case anybody's wondering, this is God's country here, this particular map. It's a PC only map. That works. So that's the silage bale. That's 10,000 litres. It's recognizing it. So we checked hay, silage, and this should be grass. And it is. And we can pick it up. So, you know, everything appears to work. Let's see, can we pick this thingy up here? That works. So this piece of kit here, I believe, is the Anderson DLC. At least I think so. No, it is, yeah. So that John Deere baler is very interesting. It's going to be very, very useful for people. You can now create 10,000 litre bales that are, you know, they're standard size. They're recognized by base game standard equipment. You know, you don't need any modified trailers or anything. You know, the only difference, you know, is that the capacity of the bale itself is it has been adjusted from 4,000 litres to 10,000. So one would assume that if you sell this thing, yeah, you're going to get all the monies, you know. I don't know where the barn is on this thing. So there's the barn. So I get, yeah, let's go to the barn. Oh, it's right here, isn't it? Okay. Well, here's your barn area here. So one would assume that you can sell this stuff. I think it's actually a sales point more than a bale shelter. As you can see, there it is. So I got 14,500 for that, and that was, I don't know. So yeah, it does appear that the money does work. You get paid per you get paid you know, because it's a 10,000, you know, you get paid per 1,000 liters, right? Isn't that correct? So yeah, you get you know, you're getting all the monies, as it were. So that is interesting. So what do I think of this mod here? No, not that one. Sorry. This one here. Very nice options, very nice quality. For purists out there who don't want to, you know, if you think a 4,000 liter capacity, or sorry, a 10,000 liter bale capacity is unrealistic, well, you can just go back to your standard 4. You know, you have a selectable option here from 4 to 10,000 liters. This is going to be very handy, very useful. If you have large fields and you don't want to be collecting a shit ton of bales, you know, hundreds of bales, you know, you can just create 10,000 liter capacity square bales now, you know, and it's going to make things a lot more efficient. This is 5 stars from me. This is a very high quality, lovely options. I don't have anything negative to say about it. It does appear that it's been tested, you know. I've been reading some of the comments on the you know, the forums and stuff like that. It does appear that this has been tested by a number of people before it was, you know, brought to the public attention, as it were. So yeah, download it, my friends. Download it. This now, obviously, this is PC only. Please remember that this is not available on console, and it never will be on console. You're never going to get 10,000 liter bales on console, I don't believe, because there are scripts involved. Who has the better baler? How do you mean better baler, Mr. Six? I mean, there are multiple different balers out there, you know, from different brands, and if you want that particular baler, Mr. Six, you can get it from the WeTransfer link there. All of the mods that I showed off today are in that link. But you know, it's very nice. You know, we don't have anything John Deere. You know, the base game just doesn't have anything. It hasn't any equipment for John Deere. We've got tractors, we've got harvesters, we've got headers. You know, the base game stops here with the weights. That's it. That's all we get. You know, that isn't much. You know. Yeah, balers. We want equipment. We want balers. We want seeders. We want plows, cultivators. We want proper John Deere equipment, and we're not getting it from joints, so we have to rely on the modders to do it. You know. Oh, you do. Oh, cool. Ah, I see. All right. Ah, that's interesting. Why won't this move? Come on, dude. What move? Why is it stuck? Maybe I have it the wrong way. I probably have it the wrong way, don't I? Probably have it the wrong way. Oh, come back. Bloody bale. No, she's stuck again. What the hell? Damn it. What's going on with that? Hey, isn't that working? What am I doing wrong here, guys? What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, I have it folded. It's folded, but it's not moving. It's not moving. See that? It is not moving, this thing. Something wrong with her. Yeah, it's not moving. You have to bring them to the wrapper? What the hell? So you can't drive this thing? Oh, screw that. The hell with that. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Screw that. Okay. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. What else do we have? So you've seen the lint track. You've seen the class. This 6M here is just from the mod hub. You know, there's nothing, you know, people haven't seen there. Now, if you were watching yesterday, remember I was telling you about a Dutes VAR that I had seen. Well, it's actually available from the mod hub. So you see this one? See the way it's transparent here, translucent grill, and the engine is modeled inside there. So that's the model I was talking about, and this is on the mod hub actually. You know, so should be available to everybody. This thing. You know? So that was the tractor I was talking about yesterday. Just in case anybody was wondering. I've showed this off. The Mac Anthem, I've showed that off in a previous stream. So we're going to have to show you. I showed this previously as well on an older stream. The Fendt Katana. This is a very, very nice mod, I have to say. So I've showed this off previously. Potatoes, beets, forestry. So we'll go through everything just to make sure that I haven't missed anything, because you know, I can't. My brain isn't the best at the worst of times. Oh, here we go. Ah, yes. So we have these two mods here. Okay. So we have two telehandlers. So we have a JCB and a Genie. My assumption would be that this is rebranded or repainted, possibly from this, maybe from this one, or a New Holland or something. So This is a JCB 536-70, 143 horsepower, 140 liters of diesel, 28 of def, 24 mph. You can change the rim color, which I kind of like that one personally. Okay. Wheel options, Trelleborg, Nokian. So very, very basic, and you can't even change any of the configurations. There's no options there. Let's go with Nokian just for the hell of it. Okay, so we'll check this one out then as well. So this is Genie. This is 101 horsepower, 120 liters, and 18 mph. So rim colors, we get a little bit more. We get black, Genie red, Genie blue, and I don't know. What do you think of that one? Do you want the black or I don't know? What do people think? Let's go with that one. So we get Trelleborg, Nokian, and we get no options with this thing whatsoever. So we're going to go with Trelleborg for this one. So we get an engine setup here. We get 101 horsepower, 112 horsepower, 124 horsepower. So we get 3 engine options. So the 670, the 730, and the 780. So that's 124 horsepower max. And here are both of them here. So they are different, as you can clearly see. They are different. Two different models. I don't know if they're based on... let's check out the arse of these things. Usually the arse of these things will kind of point the way. Telehandlers. So it's not that. I wonder if it's this. Could it be this perhaps? Let's see. Let's see. Is there anything similar here? Is there anything that looks like something that we have already? Or are they all different models completely? I think they're all different. What do you guys think? Yeah, they're different, aren't they? So they're not based on the Manitous, clearly. We will, don't worry, Nathaniel, we will be taking a look at the Demcos. We're just kind of going through things systematically. So yeah, these two models here are not based on anything in-game. That's good. I like that. It would have been disappointing if these were based on something that we already had, Okay. Decaling looks fine at the back. Decaling looks okay there as well. Don't have a problem with that. Again, the decaling looks fine. So we'll check out all the various features on this thing, okay? Let's check out the reach on the arms. Let's see how they compare to one another. So yeah, it looks like the yeah, the JCB there wins the height and the angle as well. It's the angle is higher on the JCB. So yeah, the JCB wins that competition clearly, as you can see. So the JCB wins that one. Let me get rid of these tractors here. It's just to make it easy for myself to find things. Different engine sounds. .26 mph. Front wheel steering, crab steering, left right crab steering, all wheel, the usual, you know. There's these are expected features, for telehandlers, the wheel options, crab steering, front wheel steering, that type of thing. In terms of basic functions, I mean, I would imagine that everything works as it should. I can't imagine it wouldn't. Yeah, there's the bale spike thingies. So all that works. Everything that you would expect in this thing. We'll check out the basic functions. So the lights work there, as one can see. The left blinky off, the right blinky off. Work lights, 1, 2, 3. So 3 stages, as it's pretty typical. First stage. Second stage. Third stage. Usual stuff. Beacon. Interior. See if the display works. The time on the dash there is correct. You see that? So it's 10:11. So yeah, all the little thingies there work. Little display, the speed, the time on it is there. Now, what I don't see anything moving internally. I don't see any. The pedals don't work. I don't think the seat is animated. I mean, the steering wheel works obviously, but in terms of, you can see his foot there is not moving up and down with the pedal. You see that? The seat isn't animated. His hands are in the correct position, though. I'll give him that. So you can see there, his hands are in the correct position. Now, I don't know what these real-world vehicles are like, but I would assume that these seats are suspended. That they move up and down, left and right. Suspended seats. They'd have to be, wouldn't they? But you know, in terms of the position of the character inside the vehicle, he is correct. His hands are in the correct position. The only thing is, you know, his feet don't move. You know, the pedals don't work. The brake doesn't work. The seat isn't animated. But you know, you can see that as a positive or a negative, I suppose, depending on your point of view. I mean, if it was fully FS19 compliant, you know, his that seat would be wiggling and jiggling, and the pedals would be moving around. But you know, but it still works. You know, everything works, and the player inside in the cab is fine. And you know, that's the main point, I guess. Let's check this guy out. Once again, the driver is in the correct position. His hands are where they should be on the steering wheel and the lever. Seat is not animated. His feet don't move with the pedals. That's hold on a second. That seat is bloody moving. It bloody well is. It is. Ah, you can see it is, yeah. It is moving. So the seat is animated, see that? It is. Are the pedals moving? So his feet are not moving. The pedals don't work. Is it on? No, they're not. Yeah, but the seat is definitely working. That's good. You can see that on the outside as well. You can see the seat moving around there. So yeah, that's a fully suspended seat. That's cool. No IC control. Alright. The quality in the interior is actually fairly good. It probably is a New Holland, I would imagine. I would imagine these are rebranded from something else. I would think so, at least. Maybe with a few little additions, perhaps. I don't know 100%, but I think these are probably rebranded from something. So we have the lights there. Lights at the front. So you have left blinky, right blinky. All of the basic functions. First stage. Second stage. Third stage. Everything works as it should. I'll hook up to something now, just to make sure. Oh, Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem, Houston. Oh, that is not correct. Look at that. Oh dear, oh dear. She is not connected. Look at that. Ooh. And when I raise up, so that's broken. That is 100% broken, my friends. That's not good. That is not good, my friends. Not good at all. Let's try other things, though. You know, we'll give it a little bit of a let's not prejudge it completely yet. Let's try a few little different things here, little implements. Make sure it's, you know, not that particular thing. No, oh, she is broken, my friend. She is broken. Oh, she is busted up. No, she's broken. Do not download. Do not download, my friends. Do not download. She is broken. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Yeah, she's busted up. I don't need to see any more. That could be fixed. I think that could be fixed easy. I think that's probably something minor. No, look, I'm not gonna say it's a piece of shit, because it's not. And clearly the mod itself is fine. You all saw it there with me. Everything else works except the connecting of the thingy. So if the modder fixes the you know, the thingy, you know, if he fixes that, then, you know, this will be a fine mod. But for right now, don't download it. You know, wait until the modder puts out an update for this thing. Because, you know, that's going to cause you problems if you put that in the game. So what wins out? Well, I think the JCB wins out just based on the fact that it works. You know, I think the JCB wins out there, my friends. JCB for the win. What would I give the JCB out of 5? Probably 4. Why am I giving it 4? Here, here, and here. Okay. If it was fully FS19 compliant, these would be transparent, translucent, and you'd see the engine modeled inside there, you know, and here as well. That would be, you know, it's almost there. I don't know where this came from. I think it might have been converted from 17, perhaps. Perhaps it was mod came out of FS17. Don't know. Nice mod, you know, but you know, it's not fully FS19 compliant, you know, but it's a nice mod. Okay, my friends, so that's that. You get the idea there once again. JCB is fine. Genie needs more work. Don't download it yet. Wait until the modder puts out an update and fixes it. You get the idea, my friends. You get the idea. I want to show you this. So this is a mod that I downloaded and found. This is wheel loader weight. It only works with one model of wheel loader, and that is this. It only works with the JCB 435S. Now this is a modified version, but it should work. You know, the mod creator said it'll work with any, as long as it's the 435S, it'll work. So it's a rear weight that you put on the back of the front loader, as you can see there, and you can change the color to whatever the hell you want. I mean, there's a gold color right there. That's okay. So you get the idea there, my friend. You get the idea. So, you know, that would be so you've got two options. You got 2,500 kilograms, and you can put the little configuration signs here on it. You get 4,000 kilograms, okay, and configuration signs. So that would be the maximum there. So that's 5,700 for that, okay. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this is supposed to fit on, but we'll find out together, I guess. Let's see what happens here. Holy shit. Okay, that's heavy. That is heavy, my friends. Holy buckets, look at that. Is heavy. Oh, wow. Look. Okay, well, so there you go. That's that's bloody heavy. Holy shit balls. Let's go for the 2,500 kilogram version here. We'll get this one. See what happens with this one. That's better. She's still lifting off in the front though. So I suppose we're going to need something like a, I don't know, a bucket. Ooh, what happened there? The color map. Oh, oh, the driving's not good. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Oh, this is fucked up. Oh, this is. Oh, the front wheels are off the ground. That's why. The front wheels are off the ground. Oh, I see what's going on there. Yeah, that's why it's not driving properly. The front wheels are off the ground. Okay, we need weight. We need weight in this thing. And we need some, I don't know. We put something in it. Shouldn't this fill up? Shouldn't it? It should. There we go. Yeah. It is, you know, there are some weights out there that actually aren't weighted, if that makes sense. They don't have any, you know, physical, you know, they don't have any effect on the vehicle, you know. So there are weights out there like that. That definitely has an effect on this thing. So the point of it is for heavy loads, you know, that you get the idea of it. Now that's the 4,000 kilogram weight, and you know, I would honestly, oh, oh, that's not right. That is not right. Oh Jesus, oh lordy. Okay, so the bottom line is don't get the 4,000 kilogram version because it is too much. All right, so just maybe, yeah, go with that one. So let's see how it drives with this. So what's happening is because it's so rear heavy, the front wheels aren't, you know, they're not gaining enough traction. You know, so it's kind of spinning out of control. So what I'm going to try and do is let me get rid of this one and let me try a modified version. So there's a few versions of this. We'll go for the full horsepower version here. So we need wheels. We need something, you know, we need something like that, my friends. We need something like this. You know, we need big boy tires. Now let's see what happens. See what happens with twins. The hell? have to flip those over there. Is there any collisions on this thing? Okay, that's a pain in the ass. Alright. Shite. Let's try that again. Okay. Try that again. Let's see if twin wheels will make any difference to the to this thing. I think it does. I think it makes a you know, it makes a difference. But it's still a little bit slidey, if that makes sense. It's almost as if the front wheels are still not making full contact with the ground because of, you know, the rear weight. Yeah, it's just so heavy. I want to try the 4000 one again. Let's see what that one's like. So this is 4,000 kilograms on the back. Ooh! Oh, shite. Oh, lordy. Oh, jeez. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's not working. It's... You can see the wheels are lifting off the ground, the front wheels. Yeah, don't get the 4,000 kilogram one. It's just not going to work with it. Look, I can't even drive properly with this thing. Look. Oh. She's lifting off the ground. Okay. So you get the idea. You get the idea. It does work. Now, I don't... One thing I don't know is... Does anyone know this? You know, different materials. You know, a seed, fertilizer. You know, for if you were on a construction, mining and construction map, you know, if you're doing mining, you know, coal or gravel or stone or something like that, do these materials weigh differently? So is seed lighter than stone in the game? Is coal heavier than fertilizer? Does anyone know that? So if that was the case, you know, if different materials or minerals, you know, are heavier than the other in-game, then, you know, you may need a you may need a 4,000 kilogram weight. So for, you know, just using it with the seed there, you know, 4,000 kilograms is just too heavy. But if you were mining, you know, sand or gravel or coal or whatever, you know, and if that material actually weighs more, then that 4,000 kilogram weight is going to make the difference, because, you know, the heavier the material on the front, you know, in the bucket, you know, the more weight you're going to need on the back. So there is a purpose and a point to that weight, is what I'm trying to get at. So I wouldn't dismiss it out of hand. You know, I don't have a problem with that one either. It's quite nice. You know, as I said, I spotted that on one. It was actually King Mods, kingmods.com. It appears to be a French modding website. King Mods, and I spotted it there. So, and the color matches quite well with this JCB as well. You know, it's quite matchy. You know, it does what it says it's supposed to do. You know, don't have a problem with that one. You know, it's very nice. It's probably a bit too heavy, maybe, but you know, it serves its purpose and function. Okay, so do we have anything else? So you saw that. There's nothing to see there. So we'll just go through everything here. Don't know why I have that. Why do I have that? Ah, it's because of this. Okay, I understand. Okay. I was wondering why I had forge headers, modded forge headers. It's because of the katana. That's why they're there. Okay, beat technology. No, should have came. Nope. I showed this off before. You know, you guys, if if you have watched my streams, you've seen this before. Absolute beast of a thing. Needs 540 horsepower. It actually doesn't. You need less than that, but you need for about 400 horsepower. This is a 7.1 meter straight plow. You know, like the Weber 6M in game. You know, this is a straight plow. It's one of the bigger ones that I've seen out there. So this is a South American brand. It's from Brazil. I like that mod. I've kept that since I've got it. This is an absolutely brilliant piece of kit as well. I love this thing. This is the Unverfirth 332. I use this all the time. I mean, I've been using this for a very long time now, and it works absolutely perfect. You should put down headlands on it, but if you're doing it, it's a plow slash cultivator slash subsoiler slash ripper. So what it does is it does two things. The front section here will plow, and then the rear section will cultivate. So your field will actually show up as a cultivated state, but it'll do two jobs in one. It's a very, very high quality mod. And another thing about it is, so you see all the little wheels here? All these, they're all individually modeled, so they all move up and down independently of each other, these things here. So, but it's you need a fairly beefy PC to run. That's to run this thing. Oh, we have the Demco. We finally got to it, Daniel. Sorry about that. We finally got to it. Okay, so yeah, I think that could be one of the last ones to look at, actually. We'll just go through everything just in case to make sure we haven't missed anything. And then we'll take a look at the Demco. So yeah, this is a mod. It's been ported over from FS19. It's the Claas WA450. It's a real world piece of kit. 4.5 meter tether, 30 horsepower. Very. It's the quality of it is spectacular, but it's not bad either. It's not bad. As I said, the sit mowers, I really like these two. I'm going to actually hold on to these. The windrower, ported from FS17. It's had some work done for 19, but it's not fully, UDIM compliant or anything. This is 12.5 meters, 90 horsepower, class liner 4000, based on a real world piece of equipment. It's out there. You can find this in the WeTransfer file that I posted, and I'll post it just again for people, just in case, people tuning in for the first time, whatever. I think that's it, except the Demco. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that should be it now. Right, let's take a look at the Demco. I know Nathaniel has been waiting for this thing. So this is a mod by LR Modding. So you can get it directly from his Facebook page. I believe if you scroll up a little bit, Nathaniel actually posted the link, the direct link to it. But you can find this mod in my in that WeTransfer. The link I just posted, you can find it there. So this is a Demco. So this is I don't know what is this thing? It's a sprayer, but it's a little bit weird because it actually has like discs. So you see the discs. So it looks like it's a cultivator of some type. You know, it has discs, so it must be cutting up the ground or something. But I don't know how it behaves in game. 160 horsepower, 4,500 liters, 18 meter spread. Working speed is 15 mph. It does liquid fertilizer and herbicide. Okay, 110,000. This is by LR Modding. No options really, except a couple of color options. So what was that again? It's 160 horsepower or something? Was that it? 160? That should be sufficient. So what am I missing here? Let me go down the line here. That's it. Okay, so there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Right, the Demco. Okay. Now, this is you know the manure system, you know, by Wapster. So this is enabled for that. I don't know if it comes with it. Let me check and see if it's here. Sometimes these things are included. So I don't have the Wapster, you know, the manure system mod here, you know, enabled. But it is available on this particular mod, as you can see. So what you do is, if you have the Wapster, you know, the manure system mod installed and enabled, you'd be able to connect up a hose to, you know, one of these tanks here. You know, like it'd be specially modified. See the thing on the side there? So you'd be able to hook up to it and stuff. Adds a little bit more realism to it. So as you can see, there are cutting discs on this thing. This is what I don't understand. So what does it do? It's cutting into the soil so it can spray directly into the ground. So it's not a sprayer per se. It's a I guess the discs cut into the ground and then it sprays into the I don't know, the line, the cut that it makes, I suppose. Shit, that's high quality. Well, no, you can read that. So you've got all sorts of labeling here, and you can read everything. That's high quality stuff. All the various tubings are there. Tubings and pipings. So it looks like it may have some collisions and not collisions on this thing. Do you have to open the top of it, I wonder? 4,500 litres. I was thinking maybe the top here would be able to open, but that doesn't appear to be a thing. So I want to see what this does. I want to see what this does with the bloody field here. Is it going to cut in? Is it going to cultivate the field? Or is it just going to spray it? Because I would assume in the real world they would be making, you know, those discs going to chop into the ground. So we'll take a look at that again. So each one moves independently of the other. As you can see, they fold at different speeds on either side of the boom there. Smooth animation. All the hydraulics and everything appear to work. Everything appears to be connected. All the holes in here. You can see the little tubules down here, and they're all metallic as well. You see that? I mean, this is all high-res stuff here. So all the all the tubings are there. So I would have assumed that that you could open the top here. And it doesn't appear that there's any option for that. I wonder, does it have lights? It does. Okay, so it does have lights. So there's the left one. So the rear lights come on here. No reverse lights, but that's not unusual. Lower it down. Turn on. So that's interesting. No, I wouldn't have expected that. I wouldn't have expected that. Why would it be behaving like that? If these are chopping into the ground, okay, it's going to make some kind of cut into the ground, right? I don't know. It's acting as just a sprayer, as you can see. But in the real world, you know, this thing would cut into the ground and then spray probably, I don't know, a few, maybe an inch or two into the ground, I suppose. Something like that. Does it work with a worker? It does. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're all independently sprung. You see that? So all of these little discs are moving independently of each other, which is another indication that this is a high quality, high poly count mod. Let's see what happens at the bottom here when he turns. Will he get into trouble with anything? And if he does, that doesn't mean it's broken or anything. It just means you need headlands. So watch the little discs here. See the way they're all sprung and moving independently of each other? So there's no juice coming out of there. See that? So this thing is on. But there's no actual juice coming out of it. You know? So you can clearly see that it's on. Now if I raise it up, so this is in the up position, as you can see. Okay? So what's going to happen? it's still going to spray in the up position. Is it slower in the down position? Interesting. Okay, so there's the down position. That's 15 mph. Let's go to the up position. So it doesn't make any difference speed-wise whether you have it in the up or down position. But I don't know. I think it's a little bit stupid that you can raise it up and it'll still, do its thing. I don't know how he could have avoided that though. How would he be able to? It's not like you can raise it up and it should switch off. I mean, would that happen in the real world? I don't know. I mean, obviously you would always keep it in the down position in the real world because, you wanted to, if you're going to be spraying fertilizer, you wanted to get into the soil. So you wouldn't necessarily be raising it off the ground. But, in terms of how the game works, I personally would prefer if this disabled, so I think it should only work in the downward position. If I raise this up, it should not spray, in my opinion. That's the way I would have done it. I don't know if it was possible for LR modding to do that, but I think it would have been a little bit, more realistic in game, as it were, for it to only work in the down position. But other than that little issue, it works as it should. Now the question is, why would you use something like this? There's nothing wrong with the quality of the mod itself. But realistically, why would you use it? It's 18 meters and it's 110,000. That's twice the width for the same, for slightly higher. 18 meters, 36 meters. Why would you do that? Why would you buy this when you can get double the width for the same price? This is 36 meters and it's cheaper. 18 meters, 36 meters. $84,000, $110,000. 24 meters for $35,000. 21 meters for $30,000. The mod itself is nice, very, very high quality. But in my opinion, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to get it. I can get double the width for a fraction of the price. Just doesn't make sense. That's just my opinion. But the mod itself is absolutely fine. It is high quality and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Very, very nice quality, very high quality. As I said, the only thing I think LR modding should do is, if you raise the implement up, it should disable. You shouldn't be able to. It shouldn't. It should stop spraying if you raise it up. That's just my opinion, anyways. So yeah, I think that's everything. Is there anything else you guys maybe would like me to do or see or anything while I'm here? So I am on God's country here, as you can see. I am seriously considering playing this map. I suppose we could pick up the bloody bales, I guess. Maybe we can pick up the bales. Let's go pick up the bales. So yeah, I'm very happy with both the Renault or the Renault, the Atlas. Both of them are fine mods. I highly recommend both of them. I also like the fact that, you know, he made little even the fact that he changed the license plate on the back. I think that's a great little touch. Most people would have just left the license plate number the same, you know. But no, you know, he changed it around. Oh, that didn't work. So yeah, there we go. That is a look at some of the mods that have surfaced. Obviously, it's not everything, but it's the stuff that I personally wanted to take a look at and, you know, check out myself. There we go. Right, so I think we can quit the game now here. Okay, so this so what am I keeping? Well, I'm gonna keep the Claas. I'm going to keep both of the balers, right, because they are very nice. I'm going to keep the silver cut. I'm going to delete the Demco. Okay, I don't see the point of it. I'm going to delete the Genie. I'm going to get rid of the Claas as well, or sort of the JCB telehandler. The Lintrack has to go. I'm probably going to get rid of this one as well. Probably get rid of that. I think now I can get rid of the Atlas. Get rid of this as well. Get rid of this. Get rid of the Mac Anthem. Let's go get rid of the Deutz bar. So let's go back to the back here. Let's see what else we can streamline, as it were. There we go. So we can look at that one. So yeah. So what am I keeping? Right, I'm going to keep the silver cut mowers, the Claas Atles, and the two balers. We don't have any. I mean, you know, we don't have any square or round balers in the game for John Deere. So you know, they're going to be very nice. Anyways, my friends, there you go. Let's look at some of the latest mods that are out there in the wild on the old dodgy websites. There are many more out there, I'm sure. But these are the ones that I chose to take a look at. But yeah, there we go, my friends. Hopefully you learned something there, and maybe educated a little bit about those mods. But yeah, for right now, my friends, we are going to say take care. Bye bye. Thank you.